When I have it full screen, I can't see you all. What's up, everybody? I hope all is well. Um, how's everybody doing? We got to talk Comic Con. I want to show you all the haul I bought and kind of just talk about some things, talk about my experience, how things went, and then after we do that, we're gonna go straight into go see Yote. You usually the total dollar fall. Okay, no, he's there. Okay, well, I just gave a spoiler to something I bought, but I had to make sure it didn't fall. So usually when I do my Comic Con hauls, this is kind of an annual thing that happens. I usually make like a little presentation. And in full transparency, I made this 20 minutes before stream started. It's been such a busy day. Even though I'm off today, I did a little bit of time at work. I like hosted a session, and now I'm here to talk to you all about Comic Con and everything that was Comic Con. So during this, if you have any questions or if you see anything cool that I bought that you want to know more about, or you just are curious about what Comic Con is, my experiences, things I saw, things I did, trust me, I'm going to be able to answer all those questions. And I kind of do it in like order. It's order of the day, order of what I did, and stuff like that. Just before we get started, I just want to check the monitor and make sure things look good on my end. Also, Twitter, why are you not sending this post? Thank you. I was like, Twitter, what's going on? Cool. All right, well set. But yeah, I'm gonna set up just how things look overall. A couple fun updates. We'll talk about some stuff, and then afterwards, we're gonna play some Yote for the rest of the day. So hopefully, everyone is enjoying themselves on this lovely holiday, and of course, staying cool, staying dry if it's rainy. We're in like the nor'easter. I mean, like whatever that's called. Like this is a nor'easter hit. Now I will say before I get into Comic Con itself, it was rainy as hell, um, which was expected because it was super rainy. Okay, so I'm gonna fix my camera real quick. I just noticed this kind of. There we go. It was like high up. All right, now that's better. It was bothering me a little bit because I'm like you can see everything. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about Comic Con, and then of course, while this is going off, I'm gonna show off items and talk about things and talk about my experiences. But at any time, feel free to interrupt me if you want to know more about what I did. All right, so New York Comic Con, first off, is a blast. If you don't know what New York Comic Con is, it is like the title said, it is a Comic Con convention in New York. Comic Con always does a San Diego Comic Con, which is known as like the big con. It's the con where the movie trailers are, Hall H for DC and Marvel, and all the trailers. Where we get like the big news about the year. You see like Kevin Feige talking about the phases. Then you're gonna see James Gunn in the future talk about DCU's plans. Comic Con in San Diego is where everything happens. But I would say the second biggest con outside of that is New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is getting a lot of exclusives over the years. It's been known pretty popular. It is the big event on the East Coast that takes place, while San Diego, is in the good old western part of the world. Well, I say the world, really United States, but western part of the United States. Comic Con is on the East Coast, the coast, where there's cool stuff happening. And I would say this year there were a lot of cool exclusives. We got news about X-97, we got news about Daredevil, all stuff. So typically things that would happen at San Diego Comic Con actually happened at New York, which is kind of cool. So shout out to us. But New York Comic Con is kind of like the second big con that's happening, along with Emerald City and LA Con and all this other stuff. But I will give props to New York Comic Con. This year is one of my favorites, and we're going to talk about that. But that is me at the X-Men 97 booth. I'm rocking my Storm t-shirt. You can't really see Storm's face because I had to have my little badge on all the time for Comic Con. So that was the only bummer. Some pictures I did move it aside. This picture was kind of tough because I did some motion shots. But yeah, I found this booth right at the front, and I was like, oh my God, there's all these X-Men characters. I got to take a picture. So I was able to go, take a photo shoot, get some pictures, which was really dope. I got about like 4 or 5, so I'm going to put this in my personal office because y'all know me, I'm a big X-Men fan. I love Marvel, love X-Men, love everything Marvel Comics. So seeing this photo was really cool. I had a good time here. And then speaking of, properly so, I met Allison Seeley Smith, aka the voice of Storm, the Thunder Goddess. She is so kind, so sweet. I look very serious in the first photo, but that's because I was listening to her. I have a lot of respect for what she does. She is such a cool person. Now, first off, if you don't know, if you can't guess by my shirt and how excited I am in these pictures, Storm is my favorite comic book character. She is my absolute favorite X-Men and one of my all-time favorites just in everything. Fighting games, other games, etc. Also, real quick, I'm just gonna make sure my mic audio is working. Okay, yeah, it is moving. All right, cool. I was like, let me make sure I'm not muted during this thing real quick. All right, so going back to the story and all this good stuff. Shout out to Canva. Yes, I got a chance to be Storm. As you can see from her bio on the back, she's done all of these cool, amazing characters. She also was like in a lot of other shows, and she's a very talented voice actress. First off, the one thing I love about meeting her is she is so cool. Like, she was hugging everybody. She gave me a high five. We talked, and she asked me like who my favorite X-Men was, and I said the goddess herself, which made her smile. And she did like the shirt of the Marvelous Capcom version of Storm. I got a lot of compliments on the shirt. I threw the shirt like last minute. I had this shirt and I had another Storm shirt, and like I kind of went with this one because I like the design of it a lot. And the other one I was gonna wear if I went to like day 2 or day 3. But in full transparency, I only do one day at Comic Con. I always have like a blast at Comic Con. I think it's great. But my wallet insanity usually could do only 1 to 2 days. I've never done 2 days, but maybe in the future we might think about it. But 1 day for me is like, I'm good, right? So I had a blast meeting her. She is so sweet. Very, very talented voice actress. Really dope person. Just so worth meeting. If you get a chance to meet any of the X-Men 97 crew, I recommend doing so. They're just all across the board. I actually ran into Rogue. She was very sweet as well. Like, they were all great. It was hard to pick one, but I was like, if I had to meet one person, it had to be Storm. So I got a chance to meet her. It was very, very cool. And then not only Storm was not the only voice actress I met at Comic-Con, I got the chance to meet an amazing Michaela Jo Murphy, an amazing voice actress, and the voice of Toph, who, if any of you know anything about the Anime Squad and yours truly, Toph is my favorite Avatar character. Toph might be in my top 10 of characters of all time, just any series. But I love me some Toph. Toph is so sweet, so kind, so loving. Just a very, very, very cool person. We took these photos. She was very nice, very welcoming, really, really down to earth. So I want to give some context about meeting Toph. So I basically was in the line for about an hour and a half. Comic-Con does a really good job at lines, but sometimes it is tough. They did a really good job with this one. So her line was stacked. You know, Toph is everyone loves Toph. Like, how can you not, right? So all of the voice actors in Comic-Con basically are super cool, super chill. And they were all very nice. Like, you know, Dante Bosco was really cool. Jack DeSena was there. Mae Whitman, who was next, right? Actually, you can see her in these photos. She's the voice of Katara. Was very sweet. So when I got a chance to meet them and talk to them, it was really cool. So meeting her was very sweet. But we were in line for an hour. So it was me and like 7 other people in line just talking to each other. We were kind of just shooting the stuff, just chatting about life, just hanging out. So we talked about like our favorite characters and cosplaying and all that. And we took a group selfie actually because we were like, yo, we've been in line like all the time and we haven't got a chance to just chat. And we talked for an hour because she was just talking to everybody. Like, she would go, by the way, you see my Bandai Namco stuff there. She would go and just talk to people. It was very kind, very welcoming, very lovely, right? So meeting her was really freaking dope. Like, really good energy, very kind. Like, show love to everybody. Like, I can't, you know, sometimes you meet people, whether it's like voice actors or celebrities and stuff, and it's like, you never know how it's going to go. She was one of the nicest people I've ever met. And it really reaffirmed why Toph is my GOAT, because when the voice actress is just as cool as the character, it makes you smile. But very, very, very kind person. Got a chance to talk to her. Talked a little bit about Avatar. Talked about a cool project, which actually Avatar is going to be doing. We're going to show the video of that soon. But really down to earth. So meeting her was great. It was something on my bucket list to check off. I got a chance to meet both of my favorite characters at a Comic-Con. So that's a dub. So now I got to make new Comic-Con goals because I'm running out of stuff. I met one of my favorite wrestlers at Comic-Con. I actually met a couple of my favorite wrestlers at Comic-Con. I met some of my favorite artists at Comic-Con. And I met 2 voice actors. So pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about Comic-Con in general, some cool stuff. So I got to talk about, I'm actually going to pull up the company because I saw these cool-ass shoes. Like, I'm in the middle of, I kid you not, I'm in the middle of Comic-Con hanging out. Like, I'm just vibing, you know, I'm in between places. And y'all know me, I'm a sneaker guy through and through. All sneakers I own, the sneakers in the background, it's a mess over here. I love me some shoes, right? So when I see these custom, like Chucky the Cheese is in the corner, the Yankee shoes, the Steve O, I had to go, and I'm like, please, please, please tell me. I know y'all probably sold out. I can't sell them. Y'all got some here because your boy's about to spend a bag on them. I was gonna get the cheapest shoe there and wear them out, like dead ass. I was gonna do it. They don't sell them there, unfortunately, and the shoes are pretty pricey, rightfully so. They're custom created, $400, 450 as well. I said, nah, man, I love me some kicks, but not that price. But they also didn't have them there. You got to buy it on the website. But I did get the company that does it. I took down their, it's Bull Airs, officially licensed footwear. Oh, there's a discount code? Holy shit. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to look this up together, chat. We're going to look this up together. It's called Bull Airs. I'm gonna check this out. I gotta check this out. But yeah, it was a really good time. These shoes were really cool. I remember just kind of looking at them and being like, "Damn, I really want these shoes," and also they look super dope. But that was the name of it. Let me also do this. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up. See if they got anything else. Yeah, there we go. I bet. Yeah, this was Thomas Bowman. All right, sweet. Yeah, I just dropped him a follow, and they have hella shoes. There is a discount code. I just want to look at their website while I talk to y'all and just see. All right, Bowler Shops. Bet. So I'm pulling up the website. It's actually some really good stuff there. But that Game Boy shoe, yo, I almost bought it. Okay, so they got the Rocky ones for $350. It sounds unavailable now. Shop footwear. I'm gonna see what they got. If there's any we could probably buy. They're all sold out. Wait, no, there's some like tiny shoes. Yeah, all the ones I want to sold out. Oh my god, they got customs. There's a wood. Yo, okay. So there's a Woody version of the shoes for $350. I mean, like, I might buy one of these. Shit's a heat. These are kind of freaking cool. I actually got to send a friend one of these. I think he might buy these. That ass. But yeah, I really want, I really want one of these shoes. Like, they're all sold out though. I'm like, bruh. I see like one I might want. I don't know. I gotta think about it. That I was fighting for my life. They got a couple on the website. But yeah, Bull Airs is the name of it. So BULL Airs, AIRS. Check them out. Give them a personal shout out. But yeah, they were at Comic Con. I was like, Jesus, I really want a pair. I really want a pair. So many people were taking pictures, getting stuff. Um, Man, and like they have the costumes too. Sheesh. Yeah, they were. And I talked to the guy. He was like, they're basically for like display, which is a little bit of a bummer because I was gonna buy them. But anyway, those are the shoes there. And then, in addition to that, that was a Comic Con floor. So Comic Con, the pictures right here I took early when we got in. Hella people ran up from the queue hall to the outside queue. It was wild. So I met some cool people. I'm gonna start from left to right on the screen. I got to meet Alex, aka Queen of the Ring, who is so freaking cool. They do a lot of awesome wrestling content. They talk about wrestling and inclusion, for diversity and inclusion, LGBTQ plus wrestlers, and then also just wrestlers of marginalized communities and talking about wrestling content. They also do a lot of talented artwork, very talented artists, and also is connected to a very good friend of mine in the wrestling community. Shout out to the homie Cam. We got a chance to chat and just kind of talk about life and wrestling, and we also talked a little bit about X-Men. Very nice person. They are so freaking down to earth and very chill. I didn't unfortunately get a chance to buy from their artwork, but I did get their business card. I'm going to go on their website this week. Hold on, the PlayStation was going idle. Let me fix that. I'm going to go on their website this week and buy some of their stuff because I made it towards like the end of, like, Artist Alley. But I had a great time like linking up, connecting with a lot of people there. So I met a lot of good people and friends as well too. But absolutely amazing person to check out if you don't follow the content on social media. They do such a great job of going in depth about wrestling and making it accessible to everybody, whether you're a new wrestling fan or you've been a fan since the 90s, or if you're just learning what this world of professional wrestling is. Alex is a really great content creator to follow. Queen of the Ring does such a good job. So 10 out of 10 follow in person to meet IRL as well too. I got a chance to meet Nicholas over there, aka Nico. Awesome dude. He has worked on the artwork for Static Shock, the new series that's been out, Shadows of Dakota. I give a lot of recommendations on gaming and artwork and wrestling and stuff to follow. Y'all know how we do it in Anime Squad. Y'all know me, I love my comic books. I haven't had a chance to really read comic book series through and through from artists and different creators because I have so much going on just day to day. I just kind of buy a comic if it's cool, and I know certain artists like David Nakayama was there, Jason Scott Campbell was there, and Nicholas was there. And like these are some artists that I really admire. They do such a great job of like promoting their stuff and talking about things. They were very sweet. Nicholas is a cool dude. We talked a lot about you know what I love about his artwork in comics? He is really great at making characters be themselves. He talked about Virgil Hawkins, aka Static Shock, being a very cool but complicated character. And I really feel like if you know how great Static is for representation and all he's done for just like a lot of marginalized communities, but especially for, African American, Black culture, POC. Static Shock has been one of like the staples in comic book characters, especially for DC. Him and like Jon Stewart as well, and you got Bumblebee and like all these cool characters. Like so many, now Mr. Terrific, who's always been there, but in the Superman movies is now getting more popularity. I've seen so many people cosplay Mr. Terrific. And I share this just to say, like, it's really cool when a writer understands their audience and understands the core. He does a great job at that. Like, I got him to sign a poster I'm going to show y'all in a bit. So he was a 10 out of 10 follow. So I think it's Nicholas Iro Darby. Is his handle? I'll get it correct now for you all. But yeah, I follow his stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it's Nicholas Draper Irvy. Yep, he does a lot of cool content. 10 out of 10 person to follow. I recommend checking him out, saying what's up. Like, really, really, really cool people. And really great content as well, too. But I 100% got something that I want to show. Like, for real. Alright. Cool. So, let's continue on. I also met Gotham Geek Girl. Naylin is so freaking amazing. Like, she also, like, and the cool thing is about meeting these three is I always love meeting content creators and comic book artists and those in the comic book world, those in the wrestling world, those in the nerdy culture that we're in, right? Naylin's one of those people who just does such a great job of highlighting, amplifying, encouraging all comic book creators, all comic book fans to just love their passions, but be authentically themselves. She did a really, really, really awesome job about one of my favorite pieces from her is Miles Morales as a character, Afro-Latino character, Spider-Man, and his importance as an African-American and Latino representation character, right? But also, like, the Puerto Rican flag and why that was important and bringing a really big attention to that culture, that leadership, what Miles means for both communities. I loved her take on that. It was really inspiring. And it got me to watch a lot more of her content. And she does such a great job of interviewing artists and interviewing comic book influencers and having them share their passions. And you get to see a lot of people who may not always get that spotlight, but are doing such good work. When I got a chance to meet her, very, very, very awesome person. Just got a chance to talk about life, talk about comics. As you can see, Comic-Con is a very like busy day. So the fact that she took even a minute out of her busy schedule to hold a conversation with me and also get a selfie was really cool. So really want to give a shout out to Gotham Geek Girl if you're looking for fantastic women in the content creating span and also the comic book world to follow. 10 out of 10 person. And then let's talk about artwork. So a little bit of a spoiler of the haul. I did get this dope, and I mean dope, Static Shock Batman Beyond artwork from Nicholas. He signed it for me. Shout out to that guy. Very cool person. I'm gonna give y'all a little fun fact. Y'all know the anime hero luck, as I call it. If you haven't heard of it, if you do this community, I realize I'm blocking the Miles art, so I will show that on camera. Actually, I might be able to like just put them both up now. So I gotta get my little holders because these are gonna go on the wall. So I'll put these up now, and then I'll show a little bit of art later. So. Oh, my Miles did get a little damage on the back, but that's fine. All right, so this is the Static Shock Batman Beyond post. I'm just making sure on the other screen you're able to see it. I'll fix it. Because sometimes the light glare hits, so if it does, I'll fix it. But this is the Static Shock Batman Beyond poster. My goodness. I love this poster. This is going to be the comic book cover of the upcoming series that Nicholas is doing with them. So I'm going to move it up a little bit so you can see both. There we go. But yeah, it's freaking fantastic. Like, these are two of my like favorite characters in general in DC. And when I saw this artwork, I was like, I gotta buy it. Like, I have to buy it. I got the last freaking one, chat. The last one. So the Anime Hero Luck strikes again for another Comic-Con. I guess. Oops, sorry. I guess the easiest way to do this is like this. I got some free posters. I got. This one is Kameyoda. Viz Media was giving this away, and they have two posters. It looks cool. It's a new fantasy adventure from the artist behind Legend of Zelda manga. I'm actually going to check this out and buy it off their website, because I was like, yo, free poster, hell yeah. But yeah, I got this for free. And then I also got... Viz was giving out a bunch of stuff. I swear to God, I thought this was Vinland Saga for a second. It's not. It's called Nana. It seems like... I don't know what this is, but I'm actually going to give this to one of my friends, because I know she loves anime, and like, it is really like adorable artwork, so... That's a gift for my homie. But yeah, I got those for free. And then I got that Tokon art, y'all. So shout out to Wave Chan, a very, 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 very talented artist. Love the artwork so much. I'm gonna move the posters like here for now, and then I'll just fix it after stream. Okay, so I bought this Tokon artwork because I want to give a huge shout out to Wei Chan. Wei Chan is someone you should follow. She's so freaking cool. This is my second year meeting her at Comic-Con. I buy her artwork almost every month. I'm not even joking. I have so much of her artwork here, including this poster of Tokon that's probably going to go up. If not on a fighting game wall, it's going to go on an anime wall. I got to fix the wall. I don't have enough space. But this is going to go in the house somewhere. I'm going to find space. This is one of the posters I'm going to find space for. Look at the freaking roster and look how cool this poster is. I might get this signed if I ever meet the Tokon developers. I might bring this to get signed. But yeah, Tokon, 10 out of 10. Can't wait for that game. But Wei Chan is such a talented artist. I realize, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. I'll hold it like this, I guess. Yeah, now I can see a little bit more. Good. But yeah, you know, got my girl on there. You know what I mean? Got my mains. Got my day ones on there. But a very, very good purchase. Speaking of posters and stuff I got, so I technically did not get this at Comic-Con, but I wanted to put it in the Comic-Con haul because of the fact that the artist that I bought this from is there. Look at this whole Lugia artwork. This is from Bryce No Draws. Very, 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 very talented artist. If you look at my art wall, you can probably see 5 artworks they made, and this being a 6. This is going up. Y'all know me, I love some Johto. It's probably Pokemon Company, not giving Johto some love. That's for another stream. But I love me some Johto, alright? Love me some Gen 2. It's the greatest gen of all time. Go argue with your mirror. But I share this to say this artwork of the 2 freaking cover art legends is so damn juicy. Like, I love this artwork. I love everything about this art style. It looks so freaking beautiful. But I had to buy it from Bryce. Now their shop, I don't know if they're open now because they just got back from Comic-Con. So I doubt it's going to be open now. But go follow them. They usually open their store and they'll announce it in advance. They had this really cool freerun art as well. Of course my phone autocorrects to Bruce, not Bruce Banner. Yep, Bryce co-draw. So Brycekho. Yes, go drop him a follow. He also did the Sea of Stars artwork. That's why he's one of my favorite artists. The shop is closed. See if the next opening. No, I should have got the sign. Like, that's the one thing I kind of regret. Like, he was at Comic Con, and my dumbass didn't get the sign. I should have bought it. Which was like, all right. Oh, funny enough, he was at the exhibitor hall. I don't think he was in Artist Alley. Man, all right, cool. I should have did that. But that's all right. But yeah, it was a really good time. But yeah, I bought so much freaking artwork from Comic Con. And then I want to give a shout out to. So it's a little damage up front, but I'm gonna fix that with some. I'm gonna let it air out a little bit. I bought this Miles Morales artwork. Y'all know me. I love Spider-Man. I love fashion. This right here looks so damn cool. Look at the jacket. I want this jacket in real life, by the way. If this jacket ever gets made, somebody call me. This looks so heat. Y'all, I had to buy this poster for my apartment. Oh my god. Oh my god. A cool artwork of Spider-Man. I want to give a shout out to the artist that made it, but I want to show the poster off in its glory because I know y'all can't see all of it, but I had to feature this here. Fun fact about this. So, Gotham Geek Girl actually posted on their story. I think it was a post, but not their story post. But they reshared the artist that made this, and I was like, wait, I didn't see this. And, you know, Comic-Con ends at 5. It's 4:30. It takes a long time to get to Artist Alley. When I found out this artist was there, and, like, I was like, I gotta run to the table. I have to buy this thing before I leave. I ran, got it, and bought that bad boy home. That artwork is so damn good. So I had to get that. Kind of taking a break from artwork, I also want to talk about more cool things I bought. But yeah, this is more cool stuff. So I'm going to talk about these pins in a second. But before I do, I want to show you all the little Gen 3 starters I got. I don't think I can hold all of them up to the camera, unfortunately. But there's Chikorita. I bought these little, like, holders. Here's Cyndaquil. I'm blocking Cyndaquil's body. My bad. I'm blocking a little fire, too. Let's do this. This Cyndaquil's so adorable. These were like $5. And here's Totodile. I bought the Gen 3 trio. So cute. I did this because I'm actually going to do a little photo. I have Ethan, the trainer Gold, basically, and I want to do a little photo shoot with them. And I was like, crap, I got to buy these. I did not get the card of the person that made these, unfortunately, because it was... Comic-Con is great, but man, I'll talk about the very many issues I have. Very small. I had a great weekend. But yeah, there were some people I wanted to elbow because they kept getting in my way. But... that's another thing. And then I got, hopefully the light glare doesn't mess us up. Wave Chan, by the way, has their name engraved on the freaking pin. That's so smart. Made this Sora keychain. Good lord, I had to buy it. Y'all know me, I love some Sora. If they ever do a Riku, Kairi, and K Mickey one, money. Gonna buy all of them. And I got the best girl ever, Tifa. I got her as a pin, so I'm gonna put, oh god, the light glare is like there. Hold on, let me take it out there. I gotta do it anyway because these are gonna go in my little suit jacket for work. Tifa. Alright, I'm trying to get the camera focused. Focus camera. Let me back up a little bit. Actually, the way I had it was better. Yeah. Miss Tifa. There you go. Miss Lockhart, I got her, and then I'll show you Sora. I didn't realize the light glare on the bag was like atrocious, sorry. But yeah, I bought like all this stuff. And then you're also going to see the other two things I bought. I'm just going through the bag as it is. For I bag everything up. And then I got the Keyblade Wielder himself. God, this pin is so cool. Look at this pin. Yeah, meeting with Wave Chan. It's WAVECHAN. Wave Chan has their Etsy store open. And they're local. They're part of like the local area. So shipping for me was easy peasy. But I'm gonna buy way more of this stuff next week. I could not buy everything I wanted because you know, play doesn't. As PlayStation will say, play has no limits, but my wallet does. Also, other things I bought. All right, so I'm gonna like kind of censor the bottom of this, but I bought a Cammy poster. I bought this Cammy poster. I think this is all kind of... no, well, it's not bad. It's nothing X-rated. It's just she's, you know, beach Cammy. I bought this. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I bought it. If I could hold this up, pull the light. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Y'all kind of see it on camera. I bought this Yu-Gi-Oh mat because they had like the different like ones like Jaden and Yugi and Kaiba. I didn't buy all of them. It was good. This was like $15 for a really good play mat. I bought like y'all know me. I love Jaden. Jaden's one of my favorite characters. I love Elemental Heroes. They did not have an Elemental Hero one, which I already own one, but I wish they did because I was gonna buy another. What else? Oh, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, I became a token. Look at that. Don't take that out of context. Oh wait, did I get an extra? Oh no, it's just a heavy card. God, this card's heavy. It's like glossy too. Yeah, they made you like a token character. Still, that sounds awful, but you know what I mean. Yu-Gi-Oh card token says me there. So this can be used as a token, by the way, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, which is really cool. So I'll put that to the side. But yeah, had a good time there. What else did I get? I got a bunch of stuff. I bought some comics. My other comics, I don't know where they are. Like I think I might have left them in my friend's car. But I did get like the Storm comic from last year that like I thought was pretty cool. Got a couple comics, a lot of X-Men comics that I was gonna show off later. I didn't buy like too much stuff this year just because of everything. And then, oh, I gotta show you how to piece the resistance I bought. I can't believe I didn't start off with that. I got me the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Gogeta. Now, y'all know me. I love my Dragon Ball and I love my SH figure arts a ton. I had to buy this Gogeta. It's a Comic-Con exclusive. Like, this bad boy's probably a lot of money on the internet, but it's for me, it's for my collection. I'm not going to resell them. I bought this at Comic-Con. You can buy this if you didn't go to Comic-Con. You can get it. Now, I know people are going to be like, there's better action figures of Gogeta out there. You're absolutely right. Me, on the other hand, I just wanted this to see if I can get it, and I bought it. I just wanted to be like, yo, can I get this? And if I could, yeah. If I couldn't, it is what it is. But I made it. I got it. I did not get the Kid Goku. I don't really regret not buying it. I'm probably going to buy him in the future. I might get him on eBay or whatever. But, yeah, I was thinking about getting them. I was like, I should have bought them. But it is what it is. We got Gogeta in the house. The box is pretty cool. I like it. I'm definitely going to keep this box. I'm going to maybe do some poses with him. I have the other Gogeta. And I have Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue. So I'm going to do some photo shoots in the future with these guys. Oh, it's a good time. And then what else did I do? So, not Comic-Con related, but I did want to show some action figures I bought before Comic-Con, leading into Comic-Con weekend. I got Miss Emma Frost, who looks so freaking dope. I love Emma. I got her all set. So she's in my X-Men 97 collection. She's not the only one I bought. I did some damage. I did a little bit of damage. I got Jubilee, Jubilation Lee, who the voice actor for Jubilee was there. I was actually thinking about getting this one signed, because this is one I don't need to take out the box, but I was like, I don't know. I think I might do signatures for one event. I might do photos and a signature if I have money like that. I think I would do a signature of like, I should have got Jason Griffin to sign my Sonic Funko Pop, but that's alright. I also got Sunspot. So he's also in the X-Men collection. So I got him. I got to take him out the box and add him in. I got him and Jubilee together. I got Morph finally. I know how I feel about Morph. He's not my favorite. But I did get him just for the 97 collection. Technically, he can go in the OG X-Men collection too. I just got to get Shadowcat and Colossus, because no spoilers, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Also, Salar fans, we back up. Oh, listen, if they do an X-Men 97 wave and we get another Zylok figure, which I'm gonna be honest, the one I have is perfect, but because I got the 2-pack, I did get that 2-pack of her Thanos. I also got this version of Storm. My Storm collection's insane. Like, it's starting to become a problem. I might actually own damn near almost every like Marvel Legends Storm at this point. I gotta get the Mohawk Storm and the like super classic Toy Biz one, but that's it. She looks so great in this outfit. I have her, and then I got the other Storm and Wolverine coming. Shout out to Hyper Pros. They just charged me, meaning I should get that this week, if not next week. And yeah, that was more cool stuff. Other personal favorites, I kind of showed the rest of it, but that was a haul. Great time, really great Comic Con. The only thing about Comic Con, they didn't have a book this year. Like, they usually have like a Comic Con 2026 booklet. There was no book. I don't know if they just went digital or bookless, but bring a book back, please. I miss it. And that was a selfie of me, very tired from the day, spending money hanging out. But I finally got a picture, and I said until next time and next year Comic Con, which I will be back for my 9th year. Insane to think about. It's gonna be year 9 of doing this, but we are doing it. You know, Comic Con is a great time. I had a great opportunity with everyone. I met so many dope people. There's so many friends I didn't get a chance to see that I'm like, you know what, I got to see you next time. But I will 110% be going to Comic Con again. I'm coming back, baby. I'll be there. But yeah, that was my Comic Con haul in a nutshell. Typically, the video usually is an hour long, but it's going to be under an hour just because my Comic-Con experience was kind of light this year. I mean, I had a great time. I still bought a bunch of stuff. I still did a bunch of things. You know, usually I'll meet a wrestler. I didn't get a chance to do it this year. I was going to meet Scarlett, Karrion Kross, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. But, you know, I still had a really good time. Met so many great people. And, yeah, I think now is a Veta Comic-Con. I guess maybe we might get to an hour when I talk about my overall thoughts. Yeah, let's do overall thoughts. That'll give you an hour. All right. So overall thoughts of Comic-Con. I'll talk about not really negatives because it's a great event. The only thing my friend and I realized, shout out to the homie John if you're watching this. Man, it was so crowded on Sunday. Sunday usually is not that crowded. Kids Day is always kind of like busy, but it wasn't that crowded. And this Sunday was crowded, friends. Oh my goodness. It was just a lot of movement, a lot of traction. It was a crowded Sunday, but it's still a good time. Outside of that, yeah, just people in general, man. People, it's hard to navigate people. It's hard to get through things, but people are going to buy stuff and do stuff and move. It was just a lot going on, but outside of that, it was a good time. People I met were great. They were super fun, super positive. I ate a cookie to start the day, and I survived off that for about 7 hours. Don't do that. I was hungry as hell when I got home. I mean, hungry. Don't recommend doing that. Don't do that. Take care of yourselves, friends. Don't do what I did. But yeah, that was Comic Con in a nutshell. I loved it. Like, it was such a fun year 8. Kudos to my buddies John and Danica if they're watching this. I got a chance to hang out with them at their place the day before. That we traveled over to New York. One of my favorite things to always do at Comic Con the day before is to hang out with my best friends. So that put a smile on my face. It restored my happiness. And yeah, I loved everything about Comic Con. Like, I'm kind of sad it's over. I would love to. I would wish I had another day. But while I was kind of glad it's over. But yeah, so that's it. Many people ask me, should you ever go to a Comic Con? Yes, if you can get to a local Comic Con. Also, shout out to my good friend Alyssa. I met her and her fiance. Very dope people. I didn't put the picture on the slide because, you know, I wasn't able to chat and get permission from them to see if that was okay. But I do have a selfie with them and a picture with them. They were very nice people. Super, super dope. It was the first Comic Con experience. Love hanging out with them. Love meeting with them. Love the opportunity. But Comic Con was a blast. To answer the question that everyone probably asks in the comments or asks if you ever see these videos, should you go to Comic Con? The answer is yes. You should go to Comic Con if you ever get a chance. And it doesn't have to be a big Comic Con. Your local cons is a good way to start. If you don't like a lot of people, you could pick what day you want to go and do a half day. There's quiet spaces, there's light areas, there's capacity areas. You could chill in the lobby, you could take pictures, you could be cosplayers. Go. Go, go, go. It's one of the best things you can do. You're around like-minded people, a bunch of nerds, a bunch of geeks, a bunch of comic book fans, a bunch of video game fans, a bunch of people who just love really cool stuff and want to see the world be better and love everything that is comics. If you get a chance to go. Please take pictures, be in a moment, have fun. My biggest tips are wear comfortable shoes, set a budget, hydrate, be respectful, don't be out of pocket unless people approve of that, and just live your best life. It is a 10 out of 10 experience. So that's my Comic Con experience, friends. If you have any questions on YouTube, feel free to comment and chat. If you saw me, let me know. That way I can say hello. And yeah, I do this every year, so I'll be back at 2026 and beyond. Everything willing. And here's to a good year, y'all. Here's just everything. All right. Well, YouTube friends, we're going to wrap up the video on this part. So thank you so much for watching. For Twitch friends, we're going to switch over to Ghost of Yote and go back into the darn thing. So let me go ahead and switch the screen to console stream. Going to close out Canva. All right. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. Let me get off just chatting. And Ghost of Yote. All right, so if you're watching this video, hello. I just spent 45 minutes talking about Comic Con. That's a good time. And now, with you lovely people, we're going to kick some butt and Ghost of Yote. Let's do this darn thing.